The latest TikTok trend, which is to just drink poison. That's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. It's borax. It says drinking borax is the latest social media trend medical authorities are working feverishly to debunk. They're saying that if you put a pinch of it in your water, it could reduce inflammation and joint pain.
I think it causes it.
I think people just have so many unexplained ailments these days because our water is poor quality, the food is poor quality, there are toxins in everything, dyes in everything, microplastics, fluoride, you name it. And now they're going to even more poisonous substances to cure the ailments that come from our drinking water and the food we buy in grocery stores, and it's just a toxic cycle that continues.
Or, somebody said, Brett, can you uplift us? I said, if we get a second crisis party, I'll think about trying to uplift everyone.
He will consider it.
I've got the video that I think could uplift everyone. Maybe we'll show that if we get a second crisis party. Just saying. Yeah, first Tidepod challenge. Now we've got this.
Yeah, the Tidepod challenge wasn't people trying to like give themselves a treatment for some kind of illness. They were just trying to get clout
at home.
Because they just, you gotta admit, the Tide Pods do look appetizing, right?
It's unfortunate, yeah.
No, because I never used it. I never used a Tide Pod until years after that was like already a thing. So I was very like aware of how stupid people were for doing that. So it never looked appetizing.
It's huge. How could you possibly swallow one?
It's like, is the idea you're supposed to poke a hole in it and then
just chug it?
You don't swallow it whole. You're supposed to like chew it up, right? Because the plastic it'll like
melt.
Melt in your mouth.
Dissolve. Yeah.
It's even sounding more appetizing as I
when you put it like that, actually.
And it just looks like sour juice in there.
Yeah. There's candy out there like that though. Just eat candy. Yeah.
I want
Gushers.
Some like company to illegally make Tide Pod candy. And it just like looks
the cigarette
exactly
candy.
like
That'd
even
be very lucrative.
The dish detergent pods, they look like sweet tarts.
Yeah, they do. One side of
it. I'm showing my Zoomer nature right now. I just desperately want to eat cleaning products.
I just love the idea that there's like medical professionals that are forcing everybody to, they're like, look, could you please stop eating the household cleaning chemicals? It says borax has been banned in U.S. food products, but some people on TikTok have falsely suggested that adding a pinch of it to their water could reduce inflammation. It could also stop your breathing if you were looking to stop doing that. Like you could always do that.
Well, that also stops your joint pain.
What if they're onto something?
Yeah.
What if they're onto something?
It says
for legal reasons. I'm joking.
Her name is Kelly Johnson Arbor. It says Johnson Arbor is a toxicology physician and co-medical director at the National Capital Poison Center. She routinely writes articles for the center's website that correct the record about dangerous health fads. Like, why does this poor lady, she had COVID-2 electric boogaloos on the way, and you guys are out here making her write articles about borax.
I think the next health fad she needs to work to debunk is the idea that you should eat raw beef testicles in a cereal of raw milk. Like Liver King.
Yeah, or any raw animal organs and insides. For that matter.
Be careful with that, man.
Just fry it up real quick.
Here's a video of them talking about
it. kills the nutrients.
Yep. Here's a video of them talking about it. Of the lady talking about it here. If this would load.
It's not.
It's going to load here. Is our internet down? No, the internet's just really slow right now. Why is it not doing that? But yeah, maybe. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Borax is a new compound made up of these different atoms: boron, sodium, oxygen, and hydrogen. They're
Sounds appetizing.
A new compound. It is not like a salad of atoms.
You mean their ingredients?
Boron and sodium and oxygen, hydrogen into a bucket. They're actually bonded together as a new compound. They have new properties. Another example is carbon monoxide. It's a carbon and an oxygen together. Those aren't necessarily dangerous, but you put them together and carbon monoxide can kill you. Also,
now people are going to start doing like the carbon monoxide challenge where they unhook the carbon monoxide detector and they're just like, look, it feels great. Like I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Dose makes the poison.
To get loopy.
I'm gonna go let my car run in the garage.
Like
and drive to the dentist.
Dane was telling us that like in middle school or whatever, these kids would take turns like choking each other until they faint.
Yeah, that
to
was
get
the thing.
high off of the lack of oxygen. And I was like, what middle school are you going to?
Why weren't
Dude,
they
it
just
happened
Puerto
to mine,
Rico's
too.
hardcore, man.
You saw that?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's a
kids wanted to
thing?
do it to me, and I was like, no, I'm not stupid. You're just making each other pass out. You can die from that. Like, I'm 12 years old. I'm not going to do that.
It's okay because what America did, they're like, look, we'll just put them all on Adderall. And we'll get them. They'll be high as fuck anyways. They won't need to choke each other out
Nope, they're too happy to.
because they'll be fucking going off like speed freaks. It'll be great, thank you, Big Pharma. You fixed that problem. We appreciate it.
Anything can be toxic. It just depends on the dosage. Even things that are necessary for life, like water and oxygen, can be toxic in doses that are too high. Borax is an awesome insecticide and fungicide, and it's great for laundry, but it is toxic to your kidneys, and you should not be drinking it.
I feel like anybody who's watching this who's drinking borax is already not listening.
I like the idea.
So you're kind of just screaming into the void.
I like the idea that like this person's like drinking it right here, and here's this video. It's like,
borax, so good.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm so glad I caught this one in my root in my like this one. This played right after a borax challenge video.
Yeah.
And they just happened. They're like, that looks like fun.
Yep.
Oh crap! The lady said no. Don't do it.
Silly me.
Like,
I don't think she's changing hearts and minds.
is this a product of just we don't have? Sure, we're never gonna own homes. Sure, we're going to be kind of the middle class has kind of been eliminated, but we really don't have a whole lot of struggles. So instead, we're like, my arm looks like it's a little bit inflamed. I'm going to drink some bleach because somebody on the internet told me to.
Gosh.
Right? Like
Someone
that's
It's not even an off-label use of borax. Does not have any off-label uses, do they?
the better thing is like I now what I'm picturing is like some kid going to the doctor and he's like, so I heard about this thing called borax that would be good for my joints. And the doctor's like, No, borax is for killing insects. It's not to it's not to make your joints better.
Yeah.
What was it that people were doing during lockdown to like try to cure their COVID? They were like drinking. Were they not like drinking bleach, literally?
No, I mean, what was?
I think that was a misunderstanding. Like,
that
didn't
what-
Trump say? Like, they
No, that
claimed
was,
that Trump said that, but that's
People
not
are
actually
finding a
what
lot
he
of at-home
said.
remedies,
Yeah.
the best remedies.
what was it that he was getting because that was off? He was using it off label for something. What was it that he was taking, guys? I forget what it was called.
I mean,
over
there's
the
ivermectin.
it wasn't ivermectin. It was something hydroxychloroquine. That's what it was. And there was one person who did drink it. An old man drank it and died. I think.
Oh.
I think
And I'm
that-
sure the news had fun with that one.
Yeah.
They stuck it in my brain for this long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess they won.
never
Yeah.
forget.
Just don't take the bleach. Don't eat the Tide Pods. Don't let your neighbors or your friends choke you until you pass out.
Yeah.
I feel like these things are self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe this is
Man,
stuff
they,
that
they just want to
Brett
feel
turned-
something.
Yeah. You turned into Mr. Rogers there for a second.
I mean, that is what it is, right? I was actually, this is such an aside, but I was, when we talked about American Beauty at one point on here, or even like a movie like Office Space, and I think about Hollywood making movies about like the doldrum boredom of middle-class America. Like, is there anybody less qualified to write about like the boredom of the middle class than like Hollywood writers?
Yeah.
Like, we let it affect a generation of our kids, you know, like that would have been like a Gen X movie, right? Like American Beauty would have come out at a time when like my brother was in high school, I think, or something like that. But those movies or Office Space, they spoke to a generation of people. But when you really think
They were
about it,
making movies about their parents who they presumed to be miserable.
nowadays everyone's like, man, I would kill for that boring office job with a great 401k. Like if only the only thing I had to worry about was a fax machine that I hated. Like, wouldn't that be great if that was it? But it's like, you know, it's just weird that it's like the rich people that wrote the movies, and it still spoke to a generation better than that. Now we got to worry about your kids being spoken to by people who are telling them to eat Tide Pods and drink bleach. Like, drink bleach was an insult you told someone to. He's like, what?
Yeah.
That's literally something you did to insult
Yeah.
someone back in the day. Go drink bleach.
Now it's
was-
health advice.
Now it's
Yeah.
Or
like,
if someone was really dumb, you'd be like, "What, did you drink bleach as a kid?"
yeah, like,
It's like
now it's
literally
like,
yes.
actually, yes, I did, because I saw a guy on TikTok say that it was going to make my joints feel better.
People just need to get their kids off that app.
Off that app, yep.
Off the clock app.
The
Immediately.
Off those, all of them.
It's nothing good happens there. Fun fact, whatever good happens there is outweighed by the bad, right? Like, I watched this clever video. Sure, but your kid is going to watch a video about drinking bleach, and he's going to go under. You're going to have to childproof. You're going to have to get teenage child locks for your cleaning supplies because of these apps.
Yeah.
Maybe Kellen was right. We do need to raise the voting age.
Ugh, I don't know. I mean, or this is natural selection, and it's just like, am I supposed to care? But if they're adults, I guess it's the parents are the bad people. It's not good because the parents are the bad people for not better raising their kids to say, hey, don't drink bleach.
That's kind of the bare minimum of parenting.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.